I have a real interesting question for you today. And the question is this: do you believe that you own something on this planet? Yes, you that are watching me right now, do you believe that you own anything? I have on a shirt right now. I have a watch. I have pants, just clothing in general, some glasses. Do I own those things? Or do I simply possess these things? I'm in a building where I operate a store. Do I own the store? Or do I just simply possess the store at this point in time? And that something could potentially happen where I could lose those things that I say that I possess. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a week from now, or a year from now. So, do you own anything? What is ownership? Have you ever asked yourself the question, what is it to own something? I believe that most of us believe that when we say ownership, it means something that is forever. And forever for most of us means that it will never end. But let me get you to think for a moment. I know, me, brother teacher, Reginald, I know that one day I'm going to die, as we all are. Everything that I have amassed in terms of material possessions, I will have no longer. So let's say I'm memorialized, if you will, at a funeral and I'm in a casket. The clothing that my children, my family, my wife puts on me for that last time, that's probably the last thing or so called, seemingly so called possession of mine. And I had nothing to do with that, how they dressed me, what they put on me, and so forth, for the most part. But there would lie the remains of Reginald Stroud, brother teacher, Grandmaster Stroud, uh, Minister Stroud, all of the other titles that I carry. That's who I used to be. Now, when I'm gone, my automobiles, if I have any, would go to someone else. My home would go to someone else. My clothing would go someplace else, someone else. All of the money that I have in any financial institution or even put away would go to someone else. Any worldly possession that I have and even that you have, when you die, when we die, we no longer possess it. I'm holding this pen in my hand right now while I have breath. I blow on my hand, I can feel that. I'm living. I'm talking to you. This pen in my hand right now. If I were to die, I wouldn't be holding this any longer. I could say this is my pen. Someone walks in my store and say, "Can I borrow your pen?" Here you go. Once I'm gone, that pen's gone to someone else. You follow? So when you have a house, just cut to the chase. When you have a house, let's say an apartment that you're renting, you pay the rent every month in order to remain there as a tenant. When you pass away, if it's just you, that property goes right back to the owner. And he or she is going to get another tenant. You see? So you really didn't own the apartment. Now, if I had a house that was paid for, completely paid for, my mortgage has ended. House is 100% mine, or so I might think it's mine. Once the house is paid for, I say, oh, this is my home now. Let you not pay the taxes on that house. Someone's going to come knocking on your door. And if you continue to not pay the taxes on that house, it's going to be taken away from you. So you really didn't own the house. In theory, you did. Same is true with your automobile. I know people who love their vehicles. I've got a Cadillac or two. I've got a Mercedes. I have an Escalade. I have a Lexus. I have a 300. I have a couple motorcycles. These are mine. They're all paid for. Okay? Are they all registered in the state that you reside in? They're registered with the state. Why do you have to register something that's yours? I'm just trying to get you to think. Let's say you have an automobile. Let's say you have a Lexus. You're making payments on that car. You know, people say, well, I see your car parked in the lot. You have a brand new car. Oh, yeah, that's my car. You said my car. It's not yours. It's the dealership's car or the bank's car until you have satisfied the note. You paid it off. And now, let's say that you own it free and clear. You made all of the car payments, and your debt to the bank or the financial institution, whoever it might be, or even the car dealership, it's been satisfied. But your vehicle's registered with the state, and you're driving down the highway, and let's say you are breaking the speed limit a little bit and you get pulled over. Okay? And you get a ticket for speeding. They ask for the insurance, registration, your license, and so forth. All right? And let's say you don't have insurance. They tow your vehicle, and you have to call someone to pick you up. Who really owns your vehicle? Is it you? Or is it the state? Why did they tow your vehicle? Because you didn't have insurance. Why did they tow your vehicle? Because maybe you didn't have a license. But it's paid for, and it's yours, or you think it is. It really does not belong to you. It belongs to the state in which you reside. Because you registered your vehicle, your automobile, your car, your van, your truck, your motorcycle with the state. Now, there are going to be some scoffers out there. There are going to be some individuals that are going to say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. No, maybe it is actually, you don't know what you think you know. You don't know what you're talking about. You see, the powers that be control virtually every aspect of our lives. They do. The powers that be, meaning your local government, your state government, and your federal government, control the majority of your life. Your coming and your going. Your property that you think belongs to you, but it doesn't. It belongs to the state in which you live. That is why police can come into your home if they believe that they have a rightful cause. They can take property out of your home. They can pull you over on the street. They can go through all of your vehicle, your trunk, your glove box, and they can confiscate things and take things, and you may not ever see those things again, just over a so-called routine traffic stop. I've seen them do it. And some people never get their property back, period. So again, not to beat a dead horse, you don't own anything. You don't own what you think you own or believe that you own. Someone else does. And as we leave this planet, and I'm talking about by way of death, as we all die, it's just a recycling of all of the things that you had before. What you had in terms of money is going to go to someone else when you're gone. And when that individual passes away, it's going to go to someone else. And it's just a passing of all of that materialism. It is. So, if you own anything, it would be you. I own me. But I must believe that I am my own person. I kind of use that term person loosely because in legal terms, a person is a corporation, it's not a human being. But I own myself. Reginald. This is mine. This is my body. This is what I have control over, myself. Now, do you own yourself? Is your body, your temple, your property? Or is it someone else's as well as your material possessions? That's a deep question. I want you to really, really, really think about that. So, when you go anywhere in the world, are you controlled completely by some other entity, some other person, some other governmental agency, some other faction? Or do you control you? And if you say that you control yourself, how much control do you have of you? How much ownership do you have of you? How independent are you really? Okay, this is Brother Teacher. You might want to rewind this a couple times and listen to it again to see if you really get the underlying point, the message. I'm out. So long.